Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'd just like to say a big hello to you all today, and thanks for listening to my speech as I talk to you all about it. So what I'm going to talk to you today about is pretty much about me. It's where I grew up, and when I moved to Whistler, and what I've done in the last 15 years, and what I hope to do in the future. So I guess I'll get started. Okay, so I was born in Australia. You guys could probably already tell that. I grew up in a little town just west of Mackay in North Queensland. My mum was a local doctor and my dad was a sugarcane farmer there. Me and my two sisters, we went to the Moraine Kindergarten, we went to Moraine Primary School, and we went to the Moraine High School. So I spent most of my childhood in the same town, in the same city area. I was lucky enough after I finished high school to go to school at the University of Queensland in Brisbane, in Australia. So I went to university and became a pretty good water skier. But I also managed to finish a science degree in pharmacology and physiology as well, so that was really cool. So I finished my degree, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? So I used to have long blonde hair, you know, so I got a haircut, and okay, I'm going to get a haircut and get a real job. So I got the haircut, and then I went to about 20 different job interviews looking for a job as a pharmaceutical sales rep. And unfortunately, none of that sort of panned out, and I didn't end up getting a job. I was only 22 years old, and I wasn't exactly the fit that I was looking for. So my best friend, my buddy Rob, goes, Mark, let's go down to Snow together. You know, let's go down to Thredbo and do a season in Thredbo. And I was like, sure, why not? So we packed up our cars and drove down to Thredbo in New South Wales. And I did my first snowboard season down there. And that's when I first learned to snowboard. And I guess you could call that one of the most amazing, life-changing experiences of my life. Because a few years later, I moved to Canada and became a ski bum, and we've been living here ever since. So anyway, so my buddy Rob, he moved to Whistler in 1994, and he's like, man, you got to come to Whistler. You know, this place is amazing. And I didn't quite have the finances to get there then, but I eventually moved to Canada in April of 1997. So I arrived in town, and straight away managed to get a job working as a doorman at Garfinkel's, and worked as a bouncer on and off for the last 15 years. Other work I've done in this town has been as a carpenter, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So a couple of months ago, I sort of woke up and I'm going, you know, what's the meaning of life? You know, like, is there more to life than being a bouncer, carpenter, ski bum? You know, like, and I thought maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But you know, maybe I'll do some research and see what I can find out. So I looked up a website called personalexcellence.co, and I highly recommend this website if you think your life could be better in any way. Check it out, and I'm sure it can help you. So I looked at this website, and there's a few areas of my life that have been a bit lacking now. You know, sport and recreation is definitely not one of them. You know, with over 1,000 days snowboarding in the last 15 years, I think I've done pretty well in that area. But other areas of my life, such as personal growth and contribution back to society and wealth and finance and all that sort of stuff, have definitely used some development. So I thought I'd do some research and, like, you know, what do I want to do with my life? What's going on? What's the future? What can I do to make the world a better place? And so I thought I'd do some research. I started reading a couple of books. I read David Suzuki's book, Everything Under the Sun, Towards a Bright Future on a Small Blue Planet. Also read another book called No Impact Man by David Bevan. And these books are absolutely amazing. A couple of movies I watched as well was The Age of Stupid, which is all about consumerism and its effects on the world and society. Another great movie I watched was Forks Over Knives, which is all about becoming a vegetarian and the effects of animal protein and the links between animal protein and cancer. And another great movie was called Bag It, which is all about plastic bags and their life cycle, how we use them for 1 or 2 minutes, and then they end up in our oceans and get broken down and fish and plankton, eating this plankton and all that sort of stuff. So the first couple of things I thought I'd do is, well, I'm going to stop drinking. You know, I've been partying this town for a long time, so I stopped drinking, and it's been over 2 months now I haven't been drinking. And the second thing is I'll become a vegetarian. So I've been a vegetarian for 2 months, and that's pretty cool too. Lost a couple of pounds, feeling fit, great, it's amazing. The third thing I'm trying to do is not watch TV. It didn't really work too well during the Olympics because I really like the Olympics. But ever since then, I'm just not exposing myself to ads and consumerism and people telling me what you need to buy and all that sort of stuff. And that's been really amazing too. So I just I thought, okay, what else can I do to, you know, I want to make the world a better place, and I want to create my own green future. You know, like I work as a carpenter now, and I have to drive my Dodge Dakota V8 truck to and from the job sites, you know, and that's kind of, you know, that's using fossil fuels, you know. So what I want to try and do is create an eco product, because that's pretty much the greenest thing you can do, because there's nothing, doesn't cost anything to manufacture the product. and there's no use of fossil fuels to transport that product. All you simply do is click on the button and you download it, and that's going to be one of the cheapest and easiest ways to create your own future and not use fossil fuels and resources of the planet. Okay, so what I want to really try and do is help people smile and inspire them to live a happy green life. I want to focus on sustainability and increased well-being and things that will make people happier, and to decrease people's focus on just working to make money, to increase your wealth so you can buy more crap that you don't need. So what I want to Toastmasters, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do. But anyway, the reason I've joined Toastmasters, and I'm hoping you guys can help me out, is I'm going to be making a lot of video presentations and all this sort of stuff, and I need to learn how to communicate better and talk to people better and get my message across, and that's kind of it. So thank you very much.
So I'm going to ask everybody to take the little forms